This is Amy at North 40 Outfitters, and today we're going to talk about the difference between hybrid, heirloom, open-pollinated, GMO vegetables, what they are, and how you choose the best one for your garden. There's a lot of confusion with hybrid and GMO vegetables, and first out of the gate, I just want to explain that as a home gardener, we don't have GMO vegetables available to us. Those are vegetables and fruits that are modified at the genetic level. So what we have are hybrids, which is just good old-fashioned breeding, putting two plants together with desirable characteristics and hopefully ending up with an offspring that shares a lot of those desirable characteristics. Now, the benefit of that, of course, is through careful breeding, you are going to get something that has the characteristics you need. So for us in modern times, a lot of times we're looking for specific flavor in vegetables, or a lot of times it's disease resistance, which is one of the best things about hybrid vegetables. So many of the vegetables through the centuries have issues with certain diseases. A lot of times it's a fungus or some other pathogen that really can cripple the plant and can wipe out your crop. But thankfully, our scientists over the years and the plant breeders have been able to develop different breeds that have the capabilities to at least fend off some of those pathogens, so we have healthier plants. And that's one of the huge benefits of hybrids. Now, we have a difference between the hybrid and the open-pollinated vegetables. And the greatest difference, though, even though all hybrids started out at some point as an open-pollinated vegetable, the open-pollinated means that they're going to come back same year after year. Whereas when you create a hybrid, when you have two parent plants and you create this great hybrid, for example, like these Carmen peppers, these sweet Italian peppers that I love so much, they're a specific hybrid. So if I save the seeds from those plants, it's a crapshoot on what I'm getting the next year. We just don't know. And that's the thing with a hybrid. You have the parents that produce an offspring, but the seed from the offspring sometimes is not viable, and the next year at least will not come back true, as we call it. Will not come back the same as that parent plant. Now with open-pollinated, you can save the seed from that open-pollinated plant as long as it doesn't cross with another one, and you're going to have the same plant next year. One of the examples is the Brandywine tomato, which is a long-time favorite and which is an heirloom, which is an open-pollinated variety that's at least 50 years old. If the plant is about 50 years old and it's an open-pollinated, they consider that an heirloom. If I plant a Brandywine tomato and I keep it apart from the other tomatoes, so if I'm planting an open-pollinated variety that I want to save the seeds, I'll keep that about 20 to 25 feet away from the other tomatoes, and I'll work on planting crops in between to kind of give the bees something to do. So maybe I'll put bachelor buttons or some other flower in between my tomatoes from the one that I want to save the seed from my other tomatoes. So I know that next year when I plant the seeds from that Brandywine, I'm going to get Brandywines again. Now, what are some of the benefits between hybrid and open-pollinated? Hybrid, like I said, breeders are bringing together the best of both parent plants. So a lot of times they're breeding for flavor, for durability. On the commercial level, it's shippability. You need to be able to ship. But on the home gardener level, it is those characteristics that we want. So we want that disease resistance, and we want our plants to taste good, and we want them to thrive. A lot of times, not always, but a lot of times, hybrids are great producers. So that's another key characteristic that breeders plan for when they're putting together these parent plants. Open pollinators, on the other hand, they are known for great flavor, because a plant is not going, especially if it's an heirloom, it's not going to survive and be bred for generations if it doesn't taste good. So great flavor, sometimes some really cool characteristics like the green zebra that have the stripes, and there's just so many that are so cool. And they're also very specific to different regions. And so a lot of times you'll get regional varieties that are open-pollinated that you can only find in that area. One example are these medium hot black peppers, a Hungarian black pepper that my family grew and friends in the area where I grew up in Ohio that you can't find in a seed store. So if you have a vegetable that is special to you like that, you want to be able to segregate that vegetable and save those seeds year after year, which is the best thing about the open-pollinated varieties. So when you are looking at your garden and deciding between hybrids and open-pollinated or those great heirlooms, buy them all. They're all good. They all have their benefits. Find some of your favorites that you might want to save seeds for, but boy, don't pass up the hybrids either, because they really are coming out with great flavors, great disease resistance, and great productivity. If you want to learn more about hybrids, heirlooms, and open-pollinated vegetables in general, be sure to stop into any of our North 40 Outfitters stores or visit us on north40.com. If you have questions, please comment below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos.